Hello Game Boys and Game Girls, I'm the GameBoy Guru and welcome to another live stream. Tonight is going to be a Raiden smorgasbord. I'm going to be playing as many versions as I can on the Mr. FPGA. There's one version I was not able to get running, so we'll have to try that another time, but I'm hoping that we can just kind of power through a bunch of versions of the game and check them all out and do a little bit of comparison. So, welcome Darkwing, D Tungsten, and Geriatric Don Maku. How's it going? Too bad none of us have Fightcade, oh well. Oh, well, I did Fightcade last night with Corkman, and we did some two-player Raiden action. But, yeah. So anyway, let's switch over. Haha, good doggo, ready for Raiden, yes. Yes, now that I pulled these hooves out from the from under the couch, she's going for him again. Let's see here. Caption still says Fightcade. Oh, thank you for catching that, Geriatric Namaku. I appreciate it. I forgot to change that, so I'm gonna fix that now. Mojo Raiden. There you go. Yeah, that's alright. Maybe we'll do another Fightcade on Raiden before the end of the month. I'd like to try it again and adjust the delay settings a little bit more, or the frame skip a little bit more, to see if I can avoid some of the issues. Because when I was playing it last night with Corkman, what I ran into was every time you die, when you respawn, your ship would disappear for a few seconds. And so it would be easy to lose another life right away because the sprite flicker was such that you couldn't actually see where you were. So it was very, very frustrating. Okay. Oh, last night was a 10-hour sleep night. Oof. Yikes. So, we're going to start with the, what could arguably be the worst version, at least of the regular console ports. The Lynx version is its own thing. I can't compare it to the other console versions, so we're just gonna treat that as its own thing. But of the consoles of its era, the Micronix Super NES port is arguably the worst. Why didn't Seibu Kaihatsu anticipate the need to optimize for Fightcade? I'm guessing it's because they weren't clairvoyant. Well, this is an interesting attract mode. Okay. Yeah, Micronix, exactly. Interesting. Huh. Wow, the laziest attract mode of all time. They're doing nothing. I mean, it looks decent. Oh, nice. Got the Mick loose on the, Dude, Jogo. I heard this is where to find a future Dark Souls streamer. Oh. You just got to be careful. One of these days you're going to get me. One of these days you're going to get me. Like I said, I've got the first one on 360, so Alright, so let's see how these, what the button config is here. Okay, well, that's obviously bomb. Wow, they're aggressive. What the heck? Okay, the homing missiles are jank. That's wrong. That's wrong. There's only one of those guys. Wow, this is bizarre. No fairy. Lynx is a system you want to love, but it is what it is. Well, you know, I think the Lynx is lovable enough. It's, you know, it's decent, and there's some cool games on it. But it is quirky, I will say that. Yeah. Yeah, Micronics on the screen, there's going to be a lot of jank, exactly. Okay! That was hilarious! That was hilarious! What the heck? Oh, that's terrible. And that stage end theme is pretty bad. Oh, nice! You had a Lynx as a kid? No medals there, so that's wrong. Random 1-up that is not in Stage 2 in the arcade version. I mean, the homing missiles in this are really heckin' powerful. That might make this version a go-to for trying to play through for a whoops. Okay, well. For a quick clear. Oh, there's a fairy, which, again, was never in Stage 2 before. Fudge. Okay, so obviously there's still some crazy jank to get over. But, it changed too fast on me. Yeah, this is pretty stripped down. Battery's only 10 minutes, so they have to shorten it up. Ha! Wow, okay. So that's a thing. What? Oh, come on. This pattern is completely wrong. And this guy is spongy as heck. Whoops. Holy cow. Whoops. Wow. Okay. Let's give that another try and see if I can do any better. There's a lot wrong with this version of the game. Totally balanced, right? Yeah, not so much. Oh, come on! You frickin' sniped me right away. That is crap. That is garbage. Well, at least I know the sniping is still a thing in this version. Dadgummit. The cows were abducted by aliens. It's because there's no cows in this version. Haha, 0-10, no cows. Yeah. Well, that was crap. I should not have been sniped right away by that guy. So no bullet ceiling. That's another knock against the game. These homing missiles are OP. I mean, really, they are OP. And it... you suck! And it also feels like they don't power up anymore after the first level. Come on! This is frickin' bogus, man. How did I blow through the game so quickly on my first try, and then all of a sudden now I'm sucking wind? Okay, no, I'm not going to continue this. Lynx is too weak of a cat, need to upgrade to Jaguar. Nice. And you don't even get the opportunity to enter your score, to enter your initials. Now, I realize that the scores aren't going to save on this version, being on cartridge, but it's still kind of cheesy that you don't get to enter your initials. Oh, yeah, I mean... Thank you for for that. This is freaking bogus, man. Yeah. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Yeah, I enjoy checking out the home ports as well, even if they're jank or crazy, or not very good. It's still interesting, because historically speaking, you're still, you know, you're seeing these things that are very much products of their time, and it's sort of cool to see how these things took shape on the hardware at the time. Back of the box quote. To cover the 2 mid-sized snipe ships. Okay. Alright, good to know. Yeah, see, I'm hitting the boss before it's even out. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, the graphics are decent, although, unlike the Genesis version, it doesn't try to, you know, cinch it up and make it look a little bit more authentic to the arcade. But yeah, the graphics are decent. They're relatively strong. Oh, hey, Corkman! How's it going? Welcome back after last night's fun stream of 2-player hilarity and madness. Almost bomb time? Yeah, this is the Super Nintendo version. Fudge. I didn't want that. Give me that. Oh yeah, the overpass is definitely easier. I feel like I'm just cutting a swath of destruction here. Except this boss is still gonna suck. Patterns are all wrong. Wow. So when you are powered up, you really just blow through that stuff. Oh yeah, hey, anytime, Corkman. I mean, if you see me on Fightcade, even when I'm not streaming, feel free to hit me up if you want to play something. And that goes for everybody. You know, if I happen to be on Fightcade and you guys are in the mood to play something, hit me up. That boss didn't have the second form. Well, it doesn't really have a second form in this version. It just sort of has one weird hybrid of both forms. So, yeah, It's kind of weird. Some slowdown. That's expected from a Micronix port. This soundtrack rendition is a little bit of a mixed bag. I tend to be much more of a Genesis fan sound-wise than a Super Nintendo, but this isn't bad. Another random fairy. What is that all about? No, definitely not the type of game that the Super NES sound chip was made for. That's a good call. No medals on any of those pedestals. Nice. Random full power up. For whatever reason. Ah, crapola. Well, this is where things start to suck. Dude, come on. Wow. Well, that sucked. So obviously, I'll have to know about that modified pattern there in the in the latter part of the fight. But that one should be easy enough to overcome. Yes. Yeah, no checkpoints. That's good. Instant respawns. Good. Okay, this is at least closer to the arcade version in terms of the level layout and how this operates. This is actually reasonably faithful for what it is. Well, except for this enemy. Holy cow, this is that is weak sauce. Wow. You got a bullet or two to throw at me, or what? Ah! That sucked. Oh, make loose. Yes. Big puntos. Okay, so we have this up here. Well, there's at least power-ups. No one-up, but there's a one-up in stage 2 randomly. So that works. Just put that into past, present, and future tense. Hope you're recording this stuff for posterity, D-Tungsten. Poop stick. Wow. Okay, so the Super Nintendo version is interesting. Very interesting. Very low scoring as well. But, huh. On a scale of micronics to good, I'll give this a for a micronics port, it's not bad. It's not as charming as their version of Ghosts and Goblins on the NES, but it's certainly a stronger game to play than their port of 1942, which I have beat, by the way, or at least looped. But charming. Well, you know, Ghosts and Goblins is charming in a beat the crap out of you kind of way, you know. It's like the school bully who beats the crap out of you every other week for your lunch money, but eventually sort of grows on you. That kind of charming, I guess. Yeah, could be Tier Tech's. They're pretty bad. Yeah, some of Tier Tech's games are pretty bad. Oh, just wait, D-Tungsten. There's a 1942 soundtrack reference in the forthcoming G. Darius episode, so that running joke is still happening. Addicted pulls out all the stops. But yeah, Corkman, I think you're right. If you had a Super Nintendo only and wanted to play Raiden, it's fine. It's not going to make you no longer want to play the arcade game. In fact, I would say that it would do the opposite. If you were the kid who went and spent $50 on this back in the day, or who requested it from their parents, or whose parents bought it for you, you know, you might wish that they had just given you $50 in quarters to instead go play the arcade version. But it's okay. Yeah, it's no Tex-Mexium, but it's fine. So, let's switch over to the Genesis version now. This is the one that I'm most familiar with. Raiden Densetsu, aka Raiden Trad. Sega. Yeah, and people sometimes erroneously think this is Micronics, but it's not. It's Micronet. Genesis does. Genesis does. You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does. Alright. Let's start. Alright, lay down, sweetie. 1010 has cows. Ooh, no rapid. That is a knock in the Genesis ports. That is a problem in my book. So that is something the Super Nintendo port has over the Genesis version. Rapid fire. I like the bassiness of the explosions, even though they're a little wonky. Despawning enemies like the arcade version. A lot closer to the arcade in that respect. Two tanks there, yep. Okay, so we're way more accurate than the arcade version. Fairy in the right location. Enemy amounts and layouts are generally consistent. Oh, there's rapid fire in the options menu? Okay, good. Yep, that's all pretty good. Okay, so then when this credit is done, I'm going to go and enable rapid fire and see how it compares. Okay, bomb movement is a little different, but it's similar enough that it feels like they tried to make it reasonably accurate. Okay, no second bomb dude there. Plain graphic changes with the full spread, so that is good. And that guy's there. Yeah, this is way freaking better than the SNES, yeah. More accurate than the arcade version. That's not what I said. More accurate than the Super Nintendo version. Oh, true, you can turn on rapid fire with the mister. You're right. Okay, this is an interesting take on the music. Okay. So this is already way more accurate than the arcade version. It doesn't look as good as the Super Nintendo version in a sense. That version has bolder and more accurate colors, I would say. But in terms of how it plays, this is way better already. Whoops. Yeah, this little arrangement or interpretation of this track is different. Not bad necessarily, but odd. There we go, full homing. you've been playing and liking this version. Default difficulty is easy. Okay. That explains why I'm just cruising through here. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a bit slower and easier than the arcade, but it does feel like I'm kind of walking through this at the moment. Oh, hey, Desmond. You didn't know this port existed? Interesting. Yeah, I think if I don't remember if I knew about this back in the day or not. But... Oh... Poop stick. What? I might have wanted to get this game back in the day if I knew about it, because yeah, this would have been right up my alley. Okay, way more accurate than the Super Nintendo version there. Yeah. Oh yeah, Thunder Force, Biohazard Battle, yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, Thunder Force, that's my jam. Or Lightning Force, as the case is. Okay, let's see if this boss has wings you can blow off. Yep. Yeah, way more accurate. This pattern is a little not as accurate, but yeah. Oh, Troubleshooter? Yeah. I was lucky and I knew about Troubleshooter years ago, probably because of the old shmups.com website. So I have a cartridge-only copy that I picked up in probably 99 or 2000 for just a few bucks. So I kind of lucked out there. But yeah, that's a good game. And the sequel, Battlemania Daijin Go, is even more well regarded than the original. Okay, so again, relatively accurate in terms of enemy layouts and behavior. smooth background, smooth sprite movement, and the music is close to arcade. Yeah, the last stage was a little bit of an interesting take on it, but overall, I would have to agree. It's, yeah, the movement is smooth, the gameplay is pretty accurate, I would say. Although this is weird, it only shows one side of this battleship. Oh wait, no, I guess that's right, because we're not to the full large section yet. So never mind. Talking out of my butt. Oh yeah, I mean, the Super Nintendo didn't have the full boats. They were kind of pathetic. Accurate pattern. Oh, that was close. And the medals. I mean, this is solid. This is solid. Give me the bomb. Woo! Yeah, right now, this is in the running for best 16-bit port, or best port of this console generation. I haven't messed with the TurboGrafx version yet, but this is good. Thank you for quoting me there, D-Tungsten. I appreciate the love. Oh! Okay, okay, checkpoints. Not ideal, but understandable. Because the Japanese arcade version had checkpoints, so... Makes sense. Opportunity's too good to pass up. Well, I'm glad someone thinks so. Okay, that's a bad idea. Well, this is going to be a little bit harder. Did I just get an extend? Huh. Oh, dude! Okay, but I have an idea of what to do now. So this is interesting that the fairy sort of gives you a little more of a leg up by giving you power-ups each time. That's a little bit of a difference, and I'm wondering if that's a concession that they made for the home version because of the overall difficulty of the game. Turbo graphics, you have to start at the beginning of the level? Ooh. Oh! I should have bombed just a hair earlier. Okay. We're going to let this count down. And then I'll go into the options and enable rapid and see how that looks. What do you think, sweetie? Hmm? Yeah. No. Not right now, turkey. Alright, so start. And options. Yeah, easy. Rapid on. Whoa, really? Oh, there we go. So your C button is your rapid. Okay, that's a good rapid fire rate. That's probably about a 20 hertz-ish rapid fire rate. I like that. New Turtles game looks good, yeah. Mark MSX was a little harsh on it because it wasn't as deep as he was hoping, and it doesn't measure up to the Turtles in Time the way he was hoping, but, you know, it's not, can't please everyone. Whoops. Okay, well. The homing missiles feel more powerful in this than they do in the stock arcade version. Oh, fudge buckets. Tiling transition looks a lot like Truxton. Oh, yeah. I mean, Seibu Kaihatsu were obviously inspired, I'll say in air quotes, by Toaplan. There are some ways in which Raiden is straight up plagiarism, but there are other ways in which I think it does its own thing enough to kind of stand out and to where it's not a total ripoff. So it's kind of half and half, I think. Ah, poop. I got greedy. Yeah, I got very greedy there. Okay. I appreciate that they did this with the bonus screen. The Super Nintendo version is so lazy in that respect. And maybe I'm wondering if maybe the homing missiles being a little bit more powerful in this version is because of the default difficulty of easy. And maybe they wouldn't be quite so OP if it was on normal. It's probably a good bet. I'm okay with the Toe Plan ripoff. It meant they made Raiden and it became its own thing eventually. Well, not only that, but if you're gonna copy something, yeah, if you're gonna carbon copy something, copy the best. You know, I mean, I'm not mad that we got a whole bunch of bands in the '80s that were derivative of Van Halen because they're copying Van Halen, you know? And that's not gonna suck. At least not totally. This was Micronet. Duke Togo. Yeah, ported by Micronet. I mean, the ship, the plane movement, and the overall feel of this game is so much better than the Super Nintendo version. It's a little silly how much better this is. At least on Van Halen. Well, unless you're talking about Van Halen 3. That could suck. What else did Micronet make? It's a good question, because I know they did a handful of other Sega Genesis games. I just can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Or at least I think they did. Haha, there you go. No argument from me on Van Halen. D-Tungsten 2022. Two can play at this game. Plus, you know, when you got all these guys imitating Eddie Van Halen, you got amazing guitar players in the 80s like Vito Bratta and guys like that. So, you know, pretty good time, my estimation. Yeah. They made tiny nets for catching seahorses. I'm missing a reference, or something isn't clicking there. Dun, dun, dun. Bang. Oh, yes. Micronet, tiny net. I get it. Seahorses and mosquitoes. Yes. Another one of Addicted's recurring themes. Yeah, the mosquitoes from the original soundtrack to Ghostblade. Oh, Heavy Nova, Junction, Black Hole Assault, another unremarkable. Yeah. Heavy Nova is not good. Heavy Nova is not good. Junction, I've never played, but I've heard it's, as you say, unremarkable. And, ooh, Miklas. I've never messed with Black Hole Assault, so I can't speak to that. Yeah, I bought a cartridge copy of Heavy Nova, gosh, probably 6 or 7 years ago at Goodwill. That was an interesting trip to Goodwill because I got Heavy Nova, I got Awesome Possum, and I got what was it? I think the Genesis version of TMNT Tournament Fighters, all in one trip to Goodwill. Black Hole Assault is bad. Okay, I'll take your word for that. So it's odd then that with those three games being considered either bad or unremarkable, that this one's pretty good. I mean, honestly, this is as arcade accurate as you could ask for on the Genesis. So now can I just, love it! Excellent. Total cheese method. Amazing. This is the best Micronet game ever made. Yeah, that's true. They had good material to copy. Instead of trying to do something original, they just made a solid version of something that was already good. Yeah. It's a good way of looking at it. A little bit of cheesing in this version. Haha, yep. But overall, not bad. And yeah, this is a pretty solid conversion, all things considered. It's not super accurate, but it's accurate enough to feel like if you bought this back in the day after having pumped a lot of money into the arcade version, I feel like you wouldn't feel like you had been cheated out of your allowance money, or that your parents had wasted their money buying you this port. You know? Oh! You butt nugget. I like how razor thin the laser is. That's kind of interesting. Yo, yeah, I should have died there. So even on easy, this does at least get a little challenging after you die. It's still not a cakewalk. So that's good. Yep. Twin fire there. Which is correct. Tank there, yep. Poop. That was bad. Okay, so the auto fire rate is good. I like the fact that you have it as an option. This difficulty is good for pick up off the shelf and play every so often. Agreed, Corkman. Yeah, this is a solid version of the game, and as close as it is to the arcade, given its vintage, and the fact that it was literally a year after the arcade game came out, I would say this is worth going back to, for sure. Okay. Let's go Core, Turbo Duo. Let's check out the Turbo Graphics version. Raiden. Excuse me. Push run button. Hudson Soft. Okay. So I'm curious if Hudson published this or if they okay, so this expects me to use the probably expects me to use the turbo. Whoops. Right, left, down, up. Button 1, button 2, select, run. Button 3, button 4, button 5, button 6. No. Yeah, there's sound. Oh, interesting. Whoa. Video processing. Let's see here. So I've got the... Six or two buttons. Hardware. Okay. So where do you enable turbo? I'm not seeing that in this core. Yeah, I don't see that in the core. Oops. Okay. Oh, you use the Mr. Turbo? What's the Mr. Turbo? Oh, here we go. Where's that at? I guess I'm not aware of that. Let's do a cold reboot of the Mister real quick. Okay. Any day now, Mister. You can set it by holding a button and pressing the menu button. Oh, okay. Okay, well, where's my Mister? I did a reboot. How come it's not coming back up? Well, that's not cool. Alright, oh, there it goes. Okay, it's just taking a minute. There we go. Okay, console, Turbo Duo. So you said you can set it by holding a button and pressing the menu button. Which I'm assuming is F12. Yeah, it's just incredibly quiet. Yeah, like when you're not in the menu. Well, that obviously doesn't work. Yeah, I was holding the button. That's kind of a cool effect there. Hold X and press your menu button should activate. Okay. Yeah, the continue screen is cool. No. No! Not Puzzle Boy, you doofus. Well, this is obviously not working. Wow, way more enemies up front than even the arcade version. That's different behavior. Man, this version is no joke. And you certainly move along at a brisk pace. Maybe it's different than the menu button. Oh, that could be. Man, this is hardcore. This game pretty much tells you from the off that it's not gonna... it is not gonna hold your hand. Running faster than the arcade, yeah. Well, this is the Japanese version, I think, Geriatric Damaku. You butt! Tanks coming in on diagonals, can they do that? Yes, Fomacho, welcome. Ah, crap. Yes. In short, they can. Wow. This is no joke. Mr. Global Controller settings, I think. So where are the Mr. Global Controller settings at then? Obviously, that is a good reason then that I would want to use the use my Mayflash stick because it has built-in turbo at uh, two different frequencies. Okay, so the ferry is there. Really? Man, those things take a bit of punishment then. Your controller has the built-in turbo too? Oh, launch scripts. Okay. Why? How did I... Oh, for crying out loud. Well, thanks a lot, butt wipe. Jeez. Seriously. Yeah, a ton of enemies in stage 1. I mean, the difficulty is real in this version. Wow. No options in either, just literally start. Oh. Uh Any defined button supports an auto fire feature. To activate auto fire, press and keep desired button Then quickly press the button defined as button OSD for joystick or keyboard toggle for keyboard. To deactivate auto fire, repeat the same procedure. Auto fire provides 50 millisecond to 100 millisecond rates. To choose the speed, press and keep one of the directions on the D-pad and quickly press the button defined as button OSD or keyboard for keyboard toggle. Okay, well, what's keyboard toggle? Okay. Okay, did I just lock up my mister? I might have. It doesn't like something. Okay. Alright, Peaches. You gotta get up, goofball. I gotta get up and actually power cycle my mister. Should be your menu button. Yeah, it should be. Let's try that again. Let me, there. Alright. I don't think I have a... Wait. Where's my... Okay. Why do I not have my scripts? Where are my scripts? This is not good. Oh, here. Okay. Alright, so hold the button you want to turbo and then press the menu button quickly, it says. Yeah, it's not working. And I don't have a menu button in on any of these other buttons. So huh. Oh well. I'll just mess with it. or I'll just deal with it for now. Yo! Yeah, this is pretty freaking hardcore. Jeez. Oh, I don't remember which controller it was that DJ Psycho M1 recommended. Wow. Yeah, this version is difficult. Jeez. Oh, it was an 8-bit dough one? Well, this is an 8-bit dough one. Oh, I wonder if it's the 8-bit dough Pro 2. Is it the one that has the buttons underneath for your index fingers? Because those you can macro. That was one of the mistakes I made. I bought the Pro Plus instead of the Pro 2. Wow. I can't even beat stage 1. Oh, why did I continue? I don't want to continue. The music in this is so quiet. Audio boost, yes. There we go. Now it should be a little bit more audible. Yeah, this core obviously is quiet, or at least this game is quiet. I'd have to try it on my Turbo EverDrive and see how it compares on real hardware. Yeah, good point, Corkman. Yeah, it is a little dark for a TurboGrafx game. Yo. Oh, I gotta stop flailing. This sucks. This is hard. This is legitimately difficult. Alright, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna give this one more try. And see if I can not suck at the boss fight. And then do this again. Obviously, having the turbo controller would help. So I might have to fire this up on actual hardware before the end of the month and try it with one of the two turbo settings. No. You straight up turkey. Okay, this sucks. Stage 1 should not be this freaking hard. This is ridiculous. This is Hudson or whoever made this version just crapping all over the consumer saying, ha ha. This is terrible. Next. Garbage. Okay. Raiden. Hopefully there's a there we go. Oh. There we go. Yep, Atari Lynx. What? Okay, interesting. No music. And it looks like your spread shot is the only thing you've got. And it's a choice of, oh no. Well, that's weird. The weapon system in this is different. Yep. There are helicopters in this version, which is new. Wow, that Miklus is jank. Homing missiles. No cows, 0 out of 10. Wow. This is interesting. I mean, it sounds and feels very Lynx. Ah! Wow. Instant respawn is a killer. Yeah, it's its own thing. That's a good way to put it. Okay, the boss is totally weak and non-threatening. Okay. Well, we get an end-of-level bonus screen, which resembles the arcade version more than the Super Nintendo version, so... So as Carl from Caddyshack would say, so it's got that going for it. Dude, really? Oh, cool bomb animation. I kind of like that. That's unique. Okay, free bomb. Ah! It's interesting that the power-up gives you missiles at the same time. Yeah, the Lynx has a better bomb indicator than the Super Nintendo. Oh, you suck. Okay, homing missiles are appear to be good in this version. No, I didn't want the regular missiles. Changed too fast. Oh, it has auto fire. Not a super fast fire rate, but livable. This is just interesting. Eight out of 10, considering this is a portable system in a time when nobody had 100% arcade port. I'm going to push back on you slightly, Geriatric. This version didn't actually come out until 1997 because it was sort of posthumous to the Lynx life. Telenet Games put it out, and got a very limited release and was basically only sold mail order and online. But by that time, we had the Raiden Project on the PlayStation, which is a very good port. We're going to play that next. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those of us who played in the era before NES know about arcade ports, which cannot be 100%. For sure. I mean, I don't know that we really actually got 100% accurate arcade ports until more recently. You know, people talk about things being arcade perfect in the PlayStation and Saturn era, but that wasn't really the case. We like to think that they were, but I don't think they actually were. You got the Turbo CD version working. Okay. Good, because I did not. For whatever reason, I could not get that working. Okay. They did have Raiden 4 and 5. Oh, nice! Very cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, for the hardware, this is actually pretty good. I mean, yeah, technically the Lynx is a 16-bit system in the sense that it's, well, it's an 8-bit CPU and a 16-bit graphics processor, I think. So it's kind of like the TurboGrafx in that regard. Okay, how come I can't... Yeah, it's not letting me continue. It did this last time. What the crap? That frickin' helicopter, man. Well, the original arcade version was 1990 by Seibu Kaihatsu, and then Fabtech did the release, the arcade release of the original version here in the West. So I think Fabtech was still under license. Fabtech still had the license for it here in the States because they were distributing the Raiden Fighters games at the time. So that's probably why they're still credited on there. But this version of the game was 1997 from Telegames. Okay, hitbox shenanigans right there. That was crap. You can try and share the image. Okay. I mean, I've got the... Yeah, why the Twin Cobra helicopters? Great question. But, yeah, it is weird. Dude, why? Screen tearing is an artifact of the Mister and the hemisphere refresh rate. Oh, HDMI, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Wow. So the Lynx core is still a little jank. Either that or this game is still... Not this time, Satan! Ah, so it defaults you to homing missiles. Nice. Lynx has custom refresh rates. Oh, interesting. Okay. You learn something new every day. Yeah, I want the laser because its fire rate is so ridiculously good. Look at that. There's an option to lock it down, introducing a tiny amount of lag. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, let's try that. I can deal with a tiny amount of lag if it means not locking up. So... Is that this sync core to 60 Hertz option, I'm guessing? Do I need to reset the core then? You frickin' idiot. Huh. Oh, that's funny. You crack up your wife by freezing when the game or TV freezes. Couldn't hurt resetting the core. Okay. I mean, the explosion sounds are decent. The weapon sound is, you know, seems like it would be typical. The fact that the power-ups just sort of float away, though, is a little bit of an issue. And obviously you don't power up all that much. Dude, okay, the hitbox in this game is totally way too chonky. Way too chonky. Okay, the boss times out. Or something. No, I don't see any screen tearing. It feels a little bit better than it did before. Or it looks better anyway. Ah, he was still up there. That's hilarious. Alright, so I used a bomb to gain a bomb, which is alright, I guess. Dude, come on. Really? Wow, okay, this core is really unstable. So interesting. That was dumb. Whoa, graphical glitch. Check that out. Is that a core issue, or is that because of this build of the game? Wow. Wow, that is crazy. I also may need to update again. It's been a couple of weeks since I ran the update script. Who knows if there is a newer build of this core. But yeah, it could just be this game. I don't remember this game being so problematic in emulation in the past, just playing it on handy or whatever. Huh. That's hilarious. I've already wasted the first boss. Yeah, I mean, if you got a weapon, a decent weapon, you just melt the boss. But why are my weapons reset? That is dumb. There we go. Missiles. Ah. Yeah, I don't hate this version either. It's... I don't... It's hard to say whether this version could be called good, but it's very interesting. All right. Time for some PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, for the system it's on, it's not bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It loaded last time I ran it, when I was testing it before the stream. Oh, I think I just locked up my mister again. Dang. Oh. Nope, maybe it's just loading. There we go. Yeah. This version is good. Let's see, I want to see if... Yeah, this version is really good. And of course I got to run with the arranged soundtrack. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that as player 2 yet. I thought maybe it was... reset player assignment? But when I was testing it before, that did not seem to work. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, this version feels so good. I mean, it feels like the Arcade Archives version I've been playing. So, obviously, Seibu Kaihatsu did a bang-up job getting this game on the original PlayStation. Haha, 10 out of 10 cows, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is a really spot-on version. It looks great, it sounds great, The arranged soundtrack is a banger, and it feels really good to play. The fairies are in specific spots, Fomacho. So in stage 1, there's a bush that it's sort of hidden behind. And you have to shoot the crap out of that bush in order to make that work. This is a little loud. That's all right. But yeah, there's a certain bush that you have to shoot excessively in order to make the fairy appear. And then again in stage 3 or 4, I don't remember off the top of my head. There's another one where there's a bush off to the left side of the screen, about halfway through the stage. Yo! Need to try Einhander on this at some point. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, fudge. Oh, dang, those guys almost got me. Oh yeah, with the widescreen hack, yeah. Yeah, definitely need to give that a go. Woo! It's close. Dang it, I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. I just need to bomb it. Yeah, this... Man, I forgot how good this version feels to play. I'm gonna have to do, mess with the screen options, though. Ah! Oh, poop. I mean, saying it feels exactly like the arcade version might be a stretch, but it sure feels really close. I certainly am not telling a distinct difference. It's been way too long since I booted this version up. A little bit of a flail there. Ooh, a little tricky there. Oh, that should have been a death. Dude, no! Come on! This feels really close to the arcade version. And I mean really close. Like I said, I can't really tell the difference. Thanks, Fomacho. No! You bonehead! What a turd. had you. Just die. Dang it. Ugh. So I beat the boss, but I still died. That sucks. Jeez! Everybody else just spitting bullets at me. Bunch of morons. Okay, yeah, so it's stage 4 that has the second fairy. Alright, Corkman, thanks for hanging out. This maybe feels slightly easier by the slimmest margin. I walked right into that like a friggin' moron. Holy crap. Yep. All right, let's do one more run. Just a one credit run. See how far I can get, and then we'll wrap up and maybe raid. Whoops. Crap. That's not what I wanted. Well, might as well go for it. All right. There we go. That's the way to do it. You butt face! I just gotta bomb those guys. Dang it. I just need to bomb those, because otherwise they're going to punk me every time. Clutch. Ah. I was so close! Die! Jeez. But I'm pretty sure that's my PB. I don't think I've ever managed to get all the way through stage 3 totally successfully. Oh! starts to become a little untenable at this point if you don't have any weapons to rely on. Rectal cavity. Yeah, more like Raiden. Okay, 1-4 on a single credit, 500,000 points. Definitely my PB, and feeling pretty good about that considering it was player one. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, this version is so good. Oh, for sure. PlayStation version is the winner, for sure. No doubt. Okay. Let's see here. Let's move on. I wish I could have got the Super Raiden on the PC Engine CD working, but for whatever reason, I was not able to make that go. I just get a load error every time. Alright, looks like there are quite a few people streaming. Let's see here. Plenty of people playing Shredder's Revenge. Kind of want to not do that though. Let's see. Who's the... I don't remember who the guest streamer is on Play As Guide tonight. Let's see. Time to upgrade to a real PC ECD. I would love to, Duke Togo. I've got the PC Engine that you helped hook me up with, and the interface unit. But of course, I would want to get that all upgraded for RGB. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and... I'm not entirely sure what game this is. Huh. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and raid Play As Guide here. Yeah, people playing Shredder's Revenge? No way. Oh, yes way. All right. So, oops, wrong keyboard. I keep forgetting. I need to get me one of those wireless or Bluetooth keyboards for my Mister. All right. So we shall go ahead and... you gotta move, sweetie. We'll go ahead and raid Play As Guide. We've got a guest streamer going on. It looks like a fun little retro-style game. So anyway, that's all I got for tonight. I don't think I'll be on this weekend because I've got stuff going on all weekend. But then hopefully Monday night we'll be back. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for playing, and game on.